We would like to start Foreign Minister IWAYA's regular press conference. Minister, the floor is yours, sir. Thank you. At the outset, I would like to make one announcement. From February 4th to the 6th, Women, Peace and Security, so-called WS Focal Point Network Tokyo meeting will be held. It's a global network where 93 United Nations members and 10 regional organizations participate to share lessons and good practices regarding women's participation in peace and security. In order to enhance various efforts concerning WPS, this year marks the 25th year since the adoption of the United Nations Security Council regulation that led to WPS. Japan will serve as co-chair of this network together with Norway. It's the first time that this meeting has been held in Asia. As co-chair, I would like to deepen discussions on the importance of women's participation in peace, mediation, peace building, and responses to new issues due to the technological advancement and application of WPS to disaster prevention. That's all from me at the outset. If you have a question, please raise your hand. When invited, move to the closer microphone, give us your name and this affiliation. Asahi Shimbun, Satomi-san, please. Asahi newspaper, Satomi. The other day, there was a press conference made about the United Nations CEDAW. They made a recommendation to revise imperial household law that stated mainly male-only imperial succession. I understand that there is an announcement to exclude the CEDAW from the funding scope. Some people support this, but some people are critical, and it should be done by speech, and economic coercion is not appropriate. Now, economic coercion, that's how it seems to be interpreted. What do you think? Does this have such economic coercion character?
First, let me explain the background. CEDAW, Committee on Elimination of Discrimination Against Women. Against CEDAW, with regards to the review process, and after the review process, we have repeatedly and carefully and sincerely explained our country's position. Despite that, though we requested the deletion of a statement regarding the imperial household law was not accepted, which is highly regrettable, and we have taken this matter seriously and considered it, and we reached this conclusion. And this measure is a measure against the recommendation of revision of imperial household law by CEDAW. Japan believes that women's activities and gender equality are essential to realize a society where all people can feel fulfilled and realize a society where diversity is accepted, and this is essential for sustainable development of a country's economy and society. This idea remains unchanged, and from this perspective, we will intend to continue to cooperate with CEDAW going forward. So, this is, you mentioned economic coercion, but I don't think this is a coercion. So next question, please. Mori-san from Nippon TV. Mori from Nippon TV. There was a case that a suspicious person entered a residence of the minister. They made a press conference last night that is true. When did that happen? And did you know the woman who intruded? And was your house locked? And what is your interpretation of what happened? And what prevention measures are we requesting?
At the Akasaka Parliamentary Dormitory, at my place, in my room, a stranger intruded upon my room. That's a fact. Regarding the detail, sharing such detail could lead to some problems in terms of keeping security. With that, I would like to refrain from answering that question. That said, needless to say, this kind of incident shouldn't have happened. Looking at what happened, including the vigilance, not just by me, including the security company, it's been enhanced. Any other questions? Yes? NHK Yonezu. Today, US-Japan summit meeting scheduled was mentioned in a report in Washington on the 7th Washington time. According to some information, it will be held on the 7th. Regarding that news, regarding the US-Japan summit meeting, how it should be?
About the date, it's not yet fixed. But with the start of a Trump administration entering early possible stage, a Japan-US summit meeting is something that we want to hold. We have been approaching so that this will be realized. We are negotiating and making coordinations. So in the near future, I believe the date will be fixed. And with regards to the summit meeting, if the meeting is realized after the start of a Trump administration, this is going to be the first Japan-US summit meeting. So first, it is important to establish the trust relationship between the two leaders, and not only for the two countries, but for the region and to the world. Japan-US alliance should be raised to a higher level, and for that purpose, I hope the meeting will be fruitful. Is that all? This concludes the meeting. Thank you very much.